David Dash Off-Road, here we are again, and you may or may not know, but I'm kind of a bit of a Y62 nerd. When it comes to these cars, I freaking love them. So I'm going to show you 5 things I reckon you guys probably don't know about Y62 patrols. Those that have been around these cars for a while, you can play at home quietly or put in comments what score you get and how many things you know about these cars. But I'll show you some things you may not know about this car. I'm often getting inside these cars all the time and moving around for photos and that because people just get sick of me wanting to take photos of cars and just chuck me the keys. So I set them up and so they pose for the Insta shots. But what I've known after getting in and out of them all the time is the steering is different. If you drive a Series 1 or 2, it's a totally different feel on the steering wheel than a Series 3, 4 or 5. Even to the point where I got the tape measure out, the steering wheel in a Series 3, 4, 5 is actually smaller, about 10 mil smaller than the Series 1 and 2s. Did you know that one? Now, I don't have my STL here to show you, but there's a little anomaly with the STLs. That's the first ones that started selling in 2012 in South Australia, and they couldn't give the things away back then, and now everyone loves them. But when you look at the GCM, gross combined mass of Y62's TIL, it's stated in the book and on the car as 7 tonne. So the car plus the van or whatever you're towing cannot exceed 7 tonne. On an STL though, they never ever stated it. So when I did my GVM upgrade, I think I was one of the first with my old STL, the engineer could not find any information anywhere talking about GCM. So technically there is no 7 tonne limit on an STL. This one says 98 octane is required. I swear my car used to say 95 RON is what was required. But to be honest, you can put whatever you want. You can put 91 into it. It still works. I've tested it. Didn't blow up. And even in the manual it says that you just lose performance. So 91's okay if you've got nothing else. Anytime someone says you can't find fuel in the bush, rubbish. I've never had an issue. If anything, I've heard of people at Big Red Bash lining up for hours to get diesel, and if you want premium pump, you just drive straight in. If you spend any amount of time on the forums, you would have seen all of these weight penalties for Y62s. So basically, if you put 250 kilos or more on the ball, there's a consequence to that. It's taken off of your GVM. And if you go to your Y62, it'll be written here inside the driver's door. But when you look at a Series 5, you'll notice there's no GVM penalty for tow ball weight. It doesn't state it anymore. Like, there is a reason right there to upgrade to a Series 5. No mechanical difference either. This last one's more so for the guys that follow in the US with their Armadas. We keep looking at the Patrol and the Armadas being very similar, but actually they're quite different. The Armadas don't have diff lock, some of them don't even have a low range, and what I've learned through the whole Predator bar thing, that the chassis is actually different as well. It's significantly thinner and smaller than a Patrol. So maybe there is some real heritage behind this Patrol brand. So although I don't officially own a Patrol at the moment, well actually there's one on a truck on the way to my place, but I don't have one in my presence in my driveway, I still am a total geek for these things. So put in the comments below how many of those things that you already knew. If you knew all 5, I don't know, I'm gonna send you out something. Anyway, it's another episode from Dash Off-Road. See you next time on YouTube. Yeah.